All right, well, it's time to see what you, the viewers, thought about this week's question of the week. What is your favorite sports movie of all time? And Sports Doctor, boy, did we get a lot of responses.
What a list from the viewers out there, Casey. Some movies you may have heard of, some movies you may not have heard of, Casey. I mean, everywhere from baseball to football to soccer to hockey movies, Case. Some tremendous, tremendous ones brought in by the viewers.
Well, I agree. I was really touched to see some of my old-time favorites brought in. I will say that for golf, Caddyshack was the winner over Tin Cup, and Dead Solid Perfect, a movie back from the 70s. You got Hoosiers was everyone's favorite basketball movie. But I want to give a shout-out to Matt Rollins, who said The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. Oh, man, I remember that as a kid.
And Kristen says, how about A League of Their Own? And Casey, there's no crying in baseball. James says, Any Given Sunday, a lot of votes for Hoosiers, The Natural, Field of Dreams, and one of your favorites, Bull Durham.
Bull Durham is my favorite baseball movie because it combines the comedy of a major league with the drama of The Natural and turns it into a quintessential look at minor league baseball. But how do you forget a movie like The Natural? I walked into my wedding with the theme The Natural playing. So obviously that's a one for me.
A great movie. And one of my top 5 favorite sport movies of all time, The Natural. Roy Hobbs is the greatest there ever was, the greatest there ever will be.
I channeled the Whammer facing Roy Hobbs' Caroline Tabor last time. That's where that whole thing came from. You know, hockey got a lot of votes. People, of course, love Miracle. How can you not love Youngblood or the Mighty Ducks? But pretty much everyone agrees Slapshot is the hockey movie.
Yeah, and Caddyshack and The Longest Yard for comedy sport movies. Paul Crewe, how do you not root for Paul Crewe? And Caddyshack gives us more one-liners than your old stick, Casey O'Neill.
Tin Cup, of course, was referenced as well. But I'm going to give a shout-out to a movie not everyone has seen, and one of my all-time favorite sports movies, and that is Vision Quest, the great movie about wrestling. Loudon Swain character, played by Matthew Modine, taking on Shoot. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go rent it. Vision Quest. Journey's the soundtrack. How can you go wrong?
Marjorie types in, how about the Bad News Bears? The original Bad News Bears. Great, great movie. Victory, starring Sylvester Stallone, a soccer movie, and the Sports Doctor likes it. Can you believe it?
Pele says, I do this, goal.
Raging Bull, Cinderella Man, and of course, my all-time favorite, Rocky. Boxing movies at their very best.
You know, there's no wrong answer here. Although I personally think, even though Field of Dreams might be my favorite movie of all time, you can't have Shoeless Joe Jackson batting right-handed, people. Come on, is Ray Liotta that important to the movie? It bothers me.
Only you would point out that little bit of a detail. Tanya says, how about Fever Pitch? It's a Red Sox movie. How do you not like that? And Casey, you've gone all this long without mentioning Rudy?
I can watch the scene in Rudy where they put the jerseys, Rudy plays for me, coach, over and over again, still get goosebumps. The point, Sports Doctor, is there's no wrong answer to this.
Act like a captain.
I think I am.
How about Remember the Titans? Great movie, Denzel Washington. Like you said, Tin Cup. Major League?
Hilarious baseball movie. People even reference the Breaking Away, the cycling movie, Wind. If you don't know what we're talking about, no one did mention, though, ice skating movies are on there, too, but I'm not even going to reference those. Mary Gragan Rogers, if you're looking at me. My sister-in-law, Mary Gragan Rogers, I'm not bringing up an ice skating movie.
We are Marshall, Brian Song, and how do we forget Jesus? Jesus Shuttlesworth, and he's got game.
Lots and lots of great suggestions, and thank you all for submitting them. We love this segment more than anything because it's time for us to reminisce with you, the viewers. So keep sending them in. Sports Doctor, what do you got left?
#1 viewers movie, sports movie, though, hands down from the feedback we got, Hoosiers. Hands down, #1 by you, the viewers.
Can't argue with Jimmy Chitwood and running the picket fence on him now, can you?
Coach stays, I stay. Coach goes, I go. MJ Sullivan has a great lease deal on a 2016 Hyundai Sonata SE. No money down and only $259 a month for 36 months. Or get a lease deal on a 2017 Hyundai Elantra SE with only $2,000 down and only $175 a month for 36 months. Stop in for more details. You can see these and other summer deals always at mjsullivanauto.com.